and are pleased to be so joined live on the phone by former governor and U.S. Senate candidate Tommy Thompson. Tommy, good morning.
Good morning, Jerry, and how are you?
I'm great. I tell you what, sir, exciting times here at the convention. It is such an important time in our history in terms of the direction the country is going to go, isn't it?
Oh, absolutely. I just got done giving a speech, Jerry, to a bunch of senators and individuals at a meeting. And I told them that this is going to be the most important election any of us ever held, or because of one major reason. When Mitt Romney put Paul Ryan on the ballot as vice presidential nominee, it's saying to the country, we're not going to have government as usual. We are going to solve our problems one by one. No more postponement. No more, looking down the field and saying, how can we get out of this without making a decision? Paul feels like I do that any Republican that gets elected has a moral responsibility to solve the problems of America. And that's what I believe this is saying. And it also tells me that there's a complete difference in philosophy and vision of our government. You want to go with a socialized, more government-controlled type of system, or do you want one that's more capitalistic, more independent-oriented, and one in which the government has less of a role? Two completely different visions, and the people are going to be the jury, and they get to decide, and we have to abide by that decision.
And I don't know if that contrast is any clearer in any race other than perhaps president than in yours between your race against Tammy Baldwin.
Oh, it's a classic race for the United States Senate in Wisconsin because Congresswoman Baldwin is absolutely believes very much in having a government control, and she also believes very much in a nationalized health care system. And we, of course, believe, like you do, Jerry, and like the vast majority of people in the state of Wisconsin, that we should allow the free enterprise system to work and allow independents to have more control over their lives. Completely classic difference. And as everybody knows, Congresswoman Baldwin is probably one of the most, if not the most, liberal member in the House of Representatives.
Talking with Tommy Thompson. Well, you mentioned that because everybody knows that. It's interesting. I debated a college professor on Green Bay TV on this, and I wasn't surprised that you've taken the early lead. I wasn't surprised at that at all. And he said, well, when they get when Wisconsin gets to know Tammy Baldwin a little better, I think that number will close. Hell, when they get to know her better, I think you'll be up by 20 points.
Well, Jerry, I hope so, because I think it's this race is like Governor Romney's and Paul Ryan's. It's a classic race of what kind of a country do you want? What kind of a state do we want? Do we want more government control or more independence, more free enterprise? And I think the vast majority of people, Jerry, are going to vote and say, I want this country to work like it was based upon its constitutional principles. And I really sincerely believe that less government, more freedom, more independence, more capitalistic opportunities for every man, woman, and child in Wisconsin and America.
Talking with Governor Thompson, the Senate candidate. Tommy, here's a word that I think maybe the party could use a little more, and I think this just goes from top down, and that is leadership. It's true. Right now, I think there is a leadership vacuum in the presidency. I think Mitt Romney, we could talk more about leadership. I think that's true in your race. Right now, what Republicans are offering and what we don't have is leadership.
I think that is absolutely correct. When you look at the proposals put out by Paul Ryan and by Mitt Romney on energy independence, about balancing the budget, about Medicare reform and opportunities, about individuality, and compare that with the other side, which has nothing except demagoguery, and of course with mine having a complete health care plan in lieu of Obamacare, and also a balanced budget, and also energy independence, completely different. And that is what we have. We have individuals that not only are leaders, but people that are absolutely proposing ideas and platforms to solve problems facing America so we can get our country going again.
And I got to tell you, Tommy, you mentioned everybody knows. Do you really think everybody in Wisconsin does know how radically liberal Congresswoman Baldwin is? And how are you going to make that contrast?
No, I don't think that many people know that, how far to the left Congresswoman Baldwin is. I'm going to do everything I possibly can. I'm out there talking to people. Being on your program, Jerry, helps a great deal because you recognize the importance of the Senate race, my race. You also understand how important it is with the different philosophies to elect people that are more conservative, more independent, more for the free enterprise system, more market-oriented health care than what Congresswoman Baldwin proposes. Congresswoman Baldwin actually believes that the government should control all decisions in health care. Now, I just find that absolutely alien to the vast majority of the people of the state of Wisconsin. That, to me, is a radical assumption and belief. And, of course, I don't think the people of the state of Wisconsin understand that. And I think once they do, I think they're going to say, we can't have that. We got to go more with the free enterprise, capitalistic, independent society and more control over our health care.
Tommy, what kind of energy are you sensing from, this is an exciting time for Wisconsin. It's, you're in a Senate race. We've got Paul Ryan from Wisconsin, Reince Priebus. What kind of excitement are you sensing from the rank and file?
I have been to a lot of national conventions, but I've never seen one with more hope, more excitement, more belief that we're going to win, and more belief that our country cannot afford another 4 years of Barack Obama and the Tammy Baldwins of our society. That the vast majority of Americans and the people here at the Republican convention say, we are here because we know and sense the demise of America unless we change directions. And we're headed towards the fiscal cliff. And the only difference and opportunity we have to change that is by electing Mitt Romney, Paul Ryan, and you, Tommy, as our next U.S. Senator from Wisconsin.
And a final question for Tommy Thompson. So much is being made of how important the speech is for Mitt Romney to warm up to Americans, and they're hoping to do that with Mrs. Romney as well. What do you think that Governor Romney needs to accomplish Thursday night?
I think, what I would like to do? I'd like to see Mitt Romney take off his sport coat or suit coat when he walks out there and roll up his sleeves and he says, America, I'm here to give you a speech so you know who I am. I'm here, no nonsense. I believe America's in trouble, and I want you to get to know me. I'm a working individual. I believe very much in the free enterprise system. It was good to me, and I know how to build America. I know how to build companies. I know how to create jobs. I believe in America. I believe that our best days are in front of us, but we got to change the direction. And I am not only the messenger, I am the leader. And I want you to follow me because together we can make America the same way that Ronald Reagan said we could. Build that shiny city on the hill. And ladies and gentlemen, I want to be your president because I want to change direction and make every man, woman, and child have an equal opportunity. And I want my children and my grandchildren, your children and grandchildren, to inherit America that's stronger, freer, fairer, safer, with more options than what you and I had. That's the American way, and we're not going to be able to do that unless we change direction. I am here to lead that direction, and I want you to know that you and I, let's roll up our sleeves together. Let's get it done for our future, our children and grandchildren. That's what I would love to have to say.
Good advice from a man who knows a thing or two about winning elections. Tommy, thanks for joining us. Greatly appreciate it. Look to talking with you a lot from here to November 6th.
Well, thank you so very much, Jerry. Have a great day. Hope to see you around the convention. Good luck.
You
and all
too.
your listeners out there, have a great day.